How many you had already? You know what? Make that your last one, and that's it. Okay. Because you did just eat dinner. And don't be slamming my door. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the pipeline. What's up, good people? Come in here, park. Feel free to comment. I got my water noises in the background. Y'all know I love to meditate. Y'all, I'm laying down. I just got across the Matter of fact, y'all hit the like button for me if you in here. Also subscribe to the channel. Welcome to the pipeline, people. I'm just saying, like, y'all, I'm laying down. I'm laying in my bed, man. And listen, I just got the news about rapper J Stash. Rest in peace, rapper J Stash. Rest in peace to the young woman who was murdered in front of her kids. Like, I don't know if y'all got that story about rapper J Stash. What's up? What's up? If you in here, comment, hit the like button for me, subscribe to the channel. This a very sad situation. I don't know if y'all seen that last live that I did talking about my situation about being controlled, being with men that's possessive and controlling. Now, we don't know what happened inside that house with J Stash. What's up, Tori? We don't know what happened with J Stash and the young woman inside the house. But to shoot a woman multiple times in front of her children and then kill yourself, I mean, them kids, this is the stuff I be talking about in these relationships. And sometimes we attracted to people for all the wrong things, the material and the wealth. Man, these people be having money and be missing screws. Listen, y'all know how I'm about to come because this story is so sad and so tragic. And he died all of this happened on New Year's. Right when I was just talking about Lil Devin, who they ran up in his house on New Year's and killed him in front of his whole family. New Year's gathering, killed Lil Devin in front of everybody. Now J Stash then killed himself, killed his girlfriend, and killed himself in front of the 3 kids. Like, this is horrific. This is so traumatic. Just imagine what them kids got to go through, y'all. What's up, Tori? Shooting women with the gun, shaking my head. I just talked about this. Guns, drugs, and sacrifices. So as all of this is going on and the world is just finding out about J Stash and the young woman life being taken, here comes Trippie Redd. Because y'all know I talked about Trippie Redd when I was doing my Boog the Bandit videos, right? Do y'all remember when I was talking about Boog the Bandit? Justice for Boog the Bandit, y'all. Because at first, when Boog passed, I thought Trippie Redd had sacrificed Boog the Bandit for Coi Leray's success. Because think about it, even though we know who her dad is, Benzino, but Trippie Redd and Coi Leray was in a relationship. Trippie Redd is from Columbus. So I'm like, wait a minute, was Boog a sacrifice for Trippie Redd? But then when stuff started going on with Boog, we found out that she wasn't a sacrifice. So I still believe in my heart, Boog was not a sacrifice. Boog got killed behind jealousy and envy. That's just what it was with her situation. But here come Trippie Redd, and he gonna say, right after J Stash shot himself, Trippie Redd come on internet and say, oh yeah, I just caught my first sacrifice. We popping bottles. Yeah, I sacrificed you, bro. I sacrificed you. Like, what y'all know, Trippie Redd is weird. Like him, Lil Uzi Vert, all of them is in the same category with the devil worshiping, the satanic. It's a quite other few more artists we could throw in that pile too. But Trippie Redd is like another Lil Uzi Vert with all that satanic devil worshiping stuff. So it was weird to me how I just said on my last video, guns, drugs, and sacrifices. Not even 3 days ago, 72 hours ago, here come Trippie Redd talking about he sacrificed J Stash. Like, this is crazy. And can y'all imagine what them kids got to go through for the rest of their life? Now, we don't know the age of the kids. I don't know, if y'all in here, comment if y'all know the ages of the children. because they didn't say that. I think they said the young lady's name, but they didn't release the ages of the children. But whatever happened inside that house, I don't know. Social media plays a big part. I'm telling y'all, drugs and addiction and social media, it causes a lot of problems in these relationships, these codependent relationships, these controlling, possessive men, the insecurities in both sexes, males and females, being attracted to people just for the material world. And then you get with these monsters. I didn't have my share of them. Trust me, I know. You get with these people for the material things, for the beneficial gain, but look what happened. You could end up losing your life. Or your children could lose their life just for being attracted to all the wrong things. Now, let's be honest. I'm not here to throw no shade on Jay Stash. Like I said, rest in peace. But he has a history of beating women. He does. He been had a history of beating women allegedly for many of years. He's been on the internet for domestic violence and different things with women. So as I sit up and I listen to this story, I just got the news about 10 minutes ago, y'all, because I had a busy day. I just really got in my bed. Like I'm laying down. Y'all could tell in my voice, like I'm tired. But I just seen it like 10 minutes ago, like rapper Jay Stash killed his girlfriend and killed himself. I just couldn't believe it. In front of her kids. I mean, this girl, they young. You in your 20s, these is 20. Boog the Bandit died in her 20s. Mo3 died early 30s. Young King Von, Jay Stash, this young lady. This is the age, your prime, when you in your 20s to find yourself. You on the path of discovery. This is what I'm going to do. I know I'm going to do this. When you early, fresh out of high school, we know how that go. You get out of high school, you go to college. Some people don't go to college. It take them 5 years, 6 years to figure out what they're going to do in their life. But then at that point, it's like when you get mid-20s, close to early 30s, like it's time to really make some better decisions. And the people you surrounding yourself around, I'm quite sure before he killed this young lady, they had previous fights of domestic violence, previous signs. Because when you in these controlled, possessive relationships, we see all the flags. You get every sign. Males and females. You know what person you dealing with and why you shouldn't be dealing with them. But what we do, we stay there, whether for sex, codependency, financial gains. But truly, we not happy. We not even happy with the person who we claim and we love. We just with them just to be with them for a certain kind of reason. Was this young lady was not his kid's mom or nothing like that. He was dating her. Those kids was not his. So what really went on in that house that would make him shoot this girl multiple times? He didn't shoot her just no one time, no 2 times. They saying he shot her like 5, 6 times. Allegedly. So it's just sad to me, man. Y'all just keep your eyes. Like I said, it's New Year. This stuff with Jay Stash, I guess they said it happened on New Year's. Why the news just break it today? I don't know if they didn't know who he was or how that happened. What's wrong? Why you hold your mouth? Come here. What you do? You bit your lip? You okay? Okay. Go drink some water. Close my door. That's Baby Pipeline, y'all. Y'all know she the truth. He was just with Trippie Redd. Yeah, y'all, this is the thing. Thanks for coming into the live, too. Listen, Trippie Redd go on live. And then it's crazy because I wonder if Trippie Redd girlfriend used to mess with Jay Stash, because first Trippie Redd girlfriend jump on live and say, what's her name? Jay Alec or Alec J, Trippie Redd girlfriend. I think her name is Jay Alec. I want to say, y'all don't quote me. But she get on the internet and she say, I guess she on live or whatever. So people in her live like, rest in peace, Jay Stash, this and that. She like, I don't care. F him. He should have did this. I'm glad he did. F him. He ain't no good. This and that. I'm like, whoa. So for her to come the way that she came made me feel like, She must have had something personal going on with them or something. I don't know if her, him, and Trippie Redd was all doing threesomes or on these drug binges or whatever. Because all this, the way this suicide, this murder suicide, this sound like it was over some drugs. Like it had to either be over some over some drugs or some petty social media stuff or something with a phone. Because it just don't seem like the way he killed this girl and shot himself. Goody Vibe 77. It might be more to this story, y'all. This is the part that I think is weird. Like, why would the news break of this today when he killed her and himself on New Year's? Him and Lil Devin, all of this happened on New Year's, on the 1st. So what's the cover up and all this? Why we just now getting the news as a blogger? Why the bloggers in the media world, people, the world, the internet, why we just now finding out that he just got all this stuff just happened today? Did Trippie Redd get on live and say, yeah, I sacrificed you, bro. Yeah, you my first sacrifice, y'all. I made my first sacrifice. Yeah, we about to pop bottles. Like, he really excited about it. Like, the disrespect within these rappers when it comes to the dead, y'all. Like, I'm over it. I don't know about y'all, but I'm over it. It's starting to be, it's lame and it's cornball. Like, it's corny and it's lame. Why is people feel like you can capitalize off of people's death? And then it's like, okay, Trippie Redd so excited that he got his first sacrifice because he feel like he about to go up in the rank. Let's talk about, I should have did this part 2 of guns, drugs, and sacrifices. We just talked about Angela getting sacrificed at the end of the year. The top producer, the top industry manager, Kim Kardashian, all the Kardashian manager, Angela Kowinski. Kowinski, y'all, is something one like that. Kuklinski, one. Angela, Cardi B manager. Offset manager, Nicki Minaj manager. This white lady is over the Tupac estate, right? She over the Tupac estate. She got so many artists that she managed. It was crazy that they just sacrificed her at the end of the year, 48 hours before the new year come in. She just died. This is a head honcho in the industry. Why they take her out at the end of the year if some other stuff ain't going on? Not even 48 hours later, y'all, Lil Devin get killed. They ran up at him, home invasion, gun him down. Then you got Jay Stash. He go on a murder-suicide, kill the girl, kill himself in front of the kids and everything. Now we got Trippie Redd and his girl on live saying, we glad he did. He deserved to be dead. He my first sacrifice. And then Trippie Redd calling bro. That's the crazy part. He like, yeah, that's my bro. Yeah, I sacrificed my bro. He was my first sacrifice. I had to sacrifice you, bro. Like, it's so nonchalant and so disrespectful on Trippie Redd. And now, Trippie Redd is from Columbus. You from Columbus. So it's like, why won't Trippie Redd put on for his city and his people and bring some Columbus people with him? That's what made people, not only just me, but when Boog the Bandit died from Columbus, everybody was trying to tie to her, Boog, Trippie Redd, and Coi Leray all together in the same thing because Coi Leray took Boog the Bandit whole image, her whole style. They both is studs. They just feminized Coi Leray. I don't know if y'all know that by now. They both is studs. Coi Leray, they just feminized her and put makeup on her. Boog didn't wear makeup, stole Boog whole style, and I'm sticking to that on everything she did. So when all that happened, it was like, okay, how Trippie Redd get tied up? What they were saying, allegedly he had something to do with Boog the Bandit and sacrifice, but we found out it wasn't true. Did Boog die in May? Trippie Redd got his first sacrifice in January. I don't know if y'all be seeing the dots I be trying to connect. Boog would have surprised Trippie. Absolutely, because Trippie Redd, he do got a following. But to me, like I said, he remind me of so much of Uzi Vert. He's so thirsty to get the clout and get on. I don't know if he thought him and Coi Leray, and this is what I'm saying to y'all, because sometimes I could jump around. I be moving real fast because I forget my thoughts. So stick with me. But it's weird how I be feeling like the industry, I feel like this. I feel like the industry put couples together. These people do not be together just they ran into each other in love. I'm not saying it don't happen. But for instance, Migos, right? Let's talk about Offset and Cardi B. The industry hooked them up. Lil Kim and Biggie, the industry hooked them up. The list could go on and on of the people that get hooked up for clout. Let's not forget about how Moneybagg Yo and Megan Thee Stallion tried to finesse everybody and made us think that they was a couple when it was all a publicity stunt. It was all a publicity stunt. Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember that for their careers bamboozled the world and had us thinking they was a couple? Moneybagg Yo and Megan Thee Stallion, when the whole time she had a whole dude and he had a whole dude. The labels put them together for publicity and money and sales, record sales. So this ain't nothing new that we talking about today. This stuff been going on since the music industry has even been born and presented. We can't even go back how far this stuff go back. But when we come into the modern day age with the millennials, with the millennial rappers, the males and the females, we have never seen so much bloodshed in all of music history. In all of music history, if it ain't no sacrifices going on. So it's sad to know that both of them has lost their life, and he killed himself. He was young, very talented. We don't know too much about J Stash girlfriend. Yeah, I think they did release her name, but I forgot. But we don't know too much about the situation yet, y'all. So I'm gonna stay on this story because I want to see how this cookie got to crumble. Because starting out the new year, this is a tragedy. They both was so young and in front of the kids. So I just want y'all to just pay attention and this year moving forward, man, y'all stay from out that chasing that material life, that fast life, because I'm telling you, I used to live that fast life and it ain't never do me no good. So now I'm on the journey. I've been doing my activism work for over 10 years, trying to bring people to the right light. Let people show people another side. You can work hard and you can have everything that you see all these people on TV and the people you look up to. You can have all of that if you just believe in yourself and work hard. Because me, I used to love fast money. I used to love fast money. I used to love dope boys. I done been in so many situations that I can't do nothing but try to preach my ghetto gospel to people to get them to change their life around, because I most definitely should have been gone or in jail at this point. It wasn't nothing but God. It wasn't nothing but God. And this situation remind me of a situation I was in too. And that's what made me get so passionate about this story, because I was almost in a situation like this myself. I just told y'all about on the last live when my ex, I fell in love with the monster. He chased me down with the Draco and tried to kill everybody in my whole grandmother house, shoot me up, kill me up and everything, but it killed itself. The control and possessiveness that people hold in these relationships, y'all got to keep your eyes open. Y'all got to watch for them signs. Who you talking to? Where you going? What you about to do? Why you on social media? You can't go over your auntie house. You can't go here. Why you want to wear that? Oh, you can't wear that. You can't wear that. Y'all got to watch for them signs, because those are signs of domestic violence, abuse that could lead to murder. You losing your life, male and females. Females is just as jealous as males. It just depends on what kind of woman or male you messing with. But jealousy is real, and insecurities within both sexes is something that's really serious. And then when you're dealing with insecurities on top of addictions, what do you think you're gonna get? What do you think you're going to get? This is mental illness. Y'all can't tell me something ain't going on. Something had to be going on in J Stash head to pull this. First of all, let's talk about how we was just saying on the other live, how it takes a different kind of individual to kill a person. It take a certain kind of mindset in a person to actually take another life. Everybody ain't built for murder. Everybody ain't built to kill. Everybody ain't built to have bodies under their belt. Everybody can't live that life. But you got a lot of regular people trying to live that life and act like they're about their life. And the consequences is not looking too good. The outcomes ain't looking too good, because people is trying to be something that they not by trying to keep up or trying to fit in. Or maybe the insecurities or the addiction. Good Vibe 77 is probably not the first time. That's what I'm saying. Because if y'all Google it, just YouTube Jay Stabber, he been having a history of jumping on women and all that stuff. But to actually kill a person, it take a certain kind of a mindset, a certain kind of animal to actually kill. Now let's talk about the type of mentality you got to be under to take your own life. That's a whole nother demon you dealing with right there, to actually take your own life. So what happened in the house? What happened in the house? And think about, the kids was there. He didn't even care about the kids being there. So was it about drug? Was they on a drug binge? Because this is serious. This story is serious, y'all. Like, stay with me. Stay with me. Because I'm trying to make sense of this, and I'm trying to bring y'all into it, because I'm trying to go into it and visualize it. I'm trying to bring y'all in with me. Because think about it. The kids was in the house. The kids had to hear them arguing, just like me, just like y'all. When we get into arguments in our households around these kids, even if they in their rooms and the door is closed, your voice yell. Kids know when it's conflict in the house. They hear the adults and parents arguing. So y'all don't think them kids heard J Stash and that young lady arguing? Because some had to jump off. Some had to happen where the kids had to come, or maybe they if they've been around for a long time smoking J Stash packs. Who is that? That's crazy. So listen, y'all, don't be disrespectful in here. Y'all, come on, don't be talking about smoking. Y'all doing that, I'm gonna get you up out of here, baby. Let's keep it respectful, because this is serious. He talking about smoking J Stash packs. I mean, I don't know if he a oppa J Stash. He must be a Trippie Redd fan. Dude who just said that must be a Trippie Redd fan. Keep it real. Listen, we keeping it real. So, this is what I'm saying. Them kids had to be there, right? They there. They hear them arguing, da-da-da. What could have possibly happened that made him grab this gun? Because they didn't say, I don't know if y'all got the article or y'all seen it. Was it a 9mm? Was it what kind of gun was it? Was it a assault? Was it a handgun? Was it a machine gun? Them kids without their mom now. Yeah, that's sad. That is sad. And then it's like, they didn't say what gun he used to kill her. They didn't say exactly how many times. Like, the internet is saying she got shot 5 and 6 times. J Stash killed a mother in front of her kids, shaking my head. Yeah, Dan Solo. That's crazy. And it's like, so you pick the gun up and you just pick the gun up and just let off inside of her? While the kids watching? And then I wonder if because first of all, ain't nobody just about to just take the gun and just shoot themselves. And then either you're going to be running from your life, or it's something you ain't trying to go to jail for the rest of your life. That's really why the most time a lot of people commit suicide is either bullying. It's like, because bullying is very real. People bullying these kids. People die behind being bullied at school and in their families. Bullying, drug addictions, mental illness, right? Because first of all, he killed her and couldn't deal with the fact that I just killed my girl. I just killed my girl in front of her kids. So at this point, he had to contemplate on his own personal life, his music career, his mother, his father, his kids, his family. That's how it go. I gotta face the reality, and I just killed my girl in front of her kids. On top of that, I'm about to lose my whole life, because I'm going straight to jail for the rest of my life. I'm about to lose my career. My mother and father gonna be upset at me. He been beating her since 2014. Yup, I seen that too. Now, I didn't know it was 2014. I thought it was like 2016 or 17, something like that. But from the research I looked up, I seen that he has a history, and not just her, y'all, not just her. He got a history of really beating women really bad. Like, one girl, they said he almost like beat to death or whatever. Like, something about an eye socket. One of her eyes is gone permanently or messed up permanently or something. Like, it was like he beats women severely, very severely. And it's like, come on, you cannot be with a person for, I don't care if it's a month, y'all. Like, let's be a buck. You see these signs in people in the beginning. Why we choose to ignore these signs? Because we always think we could change a person. We want to give a person a benefit of a doubt. They ain't like that. They drunk. They ain't like that. They high. So I don't feel bad when I say smoke. Listen, so that's what we do. No, women, what you say, Dan Solo, women should be hit. No women should be hit. Yeah, no woman should be hit. No woman should be hit. But at certain time, listen, this is how I feel about it, right? I'm going to be honest. I don't think no woman should be hit myself, but some of these women go overboard where you have to like physically remove them off of you to exit, because sometimes because I've seen this happen. I've seen this happen many a times with women or dudes get into it, they physical altercations with men and women. And I've seen many of women not letting the dude leave and jumping on the dude and trying to bust his windows and flatten his tires and stuff so he won't leave. I flattened a couple tires and bust some windows. You hear me? But I've also experienced seeing other people, a lot of couples and flings and hookups. I've seen a lot of violence in my life and domestic violent issues. But I think sometimes you do have to like just grab a woman, sometimes just move her to the side. I'm not saying beat her or slap her, nothing like that. But some of these women is rough and aggressive and will kill you if you don't protect yourself. I mean, you gotta make sure you get home safe to your kids, men and women. Women is just as aggressive as some men. So that's why I want to have this conversation and have it on the open discussion board, because I'm not just talking about one sex. I'm talking about both sexes. What possibly could that young lady have done for J Stash to kill her? Could it be, the only thing I could think of if I were just to get my assumption, Google Danielle Fenton, that was J Stash, not the one that passed, but she went missing after abuse case. What? No. So you thinking when you said she went missing after that abuse case, J Stash ex, do you think allegedly he possibly could have killed her, or she just like disappeared and just went into hiding type thing? I'm going to read that because I want to check that out, because the stuff we talking about is public information with his record with jumping on women. Yeah, it is suspect. That is suspect. Thanks for coming into the live and comment too. So it's like, what could this young lady could have possibly have done for him to dump off in her like that? And then to not have no kind of regard for human life, like her kids is here. Like if a nigga could kill you in front of your kid, man, listen, this a whole nother level of tragedy, y'all, for the new year. This is the first, I think him and Lil Devin, these two stories over the new year, y'all, I think these stories is more brazen than some of the stories we heard in 2020, starting out the new year, because only thing it could be was that I'm thinking it could have been a drug binge, because for Trippie Redd to say, you my bro. Yeah, that's my bro. I sacrificed my bro. I did my first sacrifice. I mean, if y'all go follow Trippie Redd, he's celebrating, he popping bottles. He like, that's my bro. And he steady keep calling him his bro, but saying he sacrificed him. So did Trippie Redd play a part in this whole situation? Was Trippie Redd in the house earlier that day, him and his girlfriend? Because it's crazy how him and his girlfriend is on live celebrating and like, oh, he deserved that. I'm glad he did. Trippie Redd girlfriend going in just like he is. So I was like, why would he feel like, what would make Trippie Redd say he sacrificed him? Was they like brothers? Did they fall out over Trippie Redd girl, or did they fall out over J Stash girl, the one who just got murdered? Could it have been a triangle, or was they into threesomes and foursomes on them drugs? You know, them Hollywood, them boys be on these young girls and stuff on pills and cocaine. This is Hollywood. These people is on these drugs, heavy. They on lean, cocaine. They on these binges, partying 2-3 days straight, orgies, swinging, all of that. So could that possibly be the reason? Because for Trippie Redd and his girl to be celebrating so hard that J Stash is dead and he killed this young lady, I can't wait to figure out how the rest of this story is going to go, which make me want to go into the story a little deeper, because I'm puzzled. My mind is puzzled. And I wonder about them babies, because that's the part that's really sad to me, is that these kids have to grow up without no mother. And we don't know if they have a father. We don't know that. We don't know if the father is living. We don't know what situation these kids is in. They had to see something that's going to haunt them for the rest of their lives. This going to follow them for the rest of their lives. Seeing their mother get gunned down like that, shot down like that by a man who they knew. I'm quite sure. Because him and her was dating. They said it was a woman he was dating, so they probably was dating for a while. She felt comfortable to have him around them kids, which meaning them kids knew exactly who he was and probably had a relationship with him 9 times out of 10. He probably taking care of them kids like they was his. See, that's why I want to go into the story a little deeper, because it's like, whoa, you love these kids like they yours and take care of these kids like they yours. You take this girl out in front of her babies and then off yourself. That's a different kind of mental illness. Committing suicide. What can make a person commit suicide? Now, y'all remember when Lil Zell, O-Block, remember when the FBG Duck case happened and all that stuff, Lil Zell committed suicide because he didn't want to spend the rest of his life in that jail cell. Could that possibly be the reason why Jay killed himself? Could it possibly why? He didn't want to throw his life away? Jay Stash, I'm going to take myself out. I can't live with this. People who kill, it hunts them. Man, can't nobody live with killing the person that they love, especially if it's over something stupid, if it's over social media or drugs, or if he thought she was cheating on him or something like that. Because something is wrong with him. He been beating women for years. Something is wrong with him. Just like it's something wrong with Trey Songz, who keep raping these women and pissing on these women and ain't getting no charges filed up against him. He's another monster, Trey Songz. He is worse than R. Kelly, Trey Songz. But why Trey Songz get a pass, but R. Kelly don't? R. Kelly be shitting on these girls, putting them in the tub, peeing on them. He got a piss fetish. He raped these women and all these parties, allegedly. Another monster. But why is it that he get a pass and R. Kelly don't get a pass? I'm just saying, they in the same boat. Trey Songz got a lot of R. Kelly habits. I don't know if y'all been hearing about a lot of stuff with Trey Songz the last 2 years. He kind of like a baby R. Kelly. I'm just saying, the stuff that's coming out about him with the stuff he into and his fetishes is creepy. It's creepy. Trey Songz, he has some mental illness going on upstairs. He's another one that people won't really be paying attention to just because he Trey Songz. Like, we don't be paying attention. So I just wanted to know, like, what could possibly have been the reason? This is sad. This is tragic. Y'all pay attention, man. Y'all pay attention to the people. I always talk about this. Always. Pay attention to these signs a little bit better in 2022. Don't be so quick to let stuff go under the radar because you love a person or they high or they drunk. Oh, they just tripping. They drunk. They cool. They ain't mean that. They drunk. Oh, she ain't mean that. She high. She tripping. She is gonna be cool. But every time you look up, it's the same situation. We keep letting go under the radar. We got to stay more vigilant, man, and value our lives better and much more, because the regard for human life now is nobody cares about human life. Nobody cares. I'm not going to say nobody cares, but the regard for human life, y'all, I don't think this is sad. Like, people just don't care. They just killing. In front of kids, they killing mothers and grandmothers and babies and all these single women. All these single women is just getting killed. And even the ones that's in relationships, married, chasing that fast money, that fast life, that material life, chasing that, man, it ain't gonna end too good if you ain't really working hard and putting in work to get it. Now, I'm not saying you could put in work and still they don't come for you, because that's just how it goes. You know, people want what you have, period. To you, it may not be nothing, but to the next person, it's everything. Like I say, value yourself, value your health, value the car that you drive, value the job that you work. Don't be going out here walking off your jobs because you want to sell dope and sell weed. Ladies, don't walk off your jobs because you want to be in the streets and be with these dope boys and chasing this fast money, because it's not going to end well. Value the 1-bedroom apartment you got. Value the people you love, because the regard for human life now is just coming down to absolute zero tolerance, and people is coming for it. They don't care if you happy, they don't care if you broke, you depressed. These people just out for revenge, bloodshed, and karma, and most of all greed. Most of all greed. Because I think any woman who been with Jay Stash has always had a history of being afraid of him. Being afraid of him because he always had these I would say his actions, from just the research I've done, it seemed like his actions have always shown that he didn't mind killing a woman. It's just the level, the extent of violence that he resorted to when it come to these women, not just this woman who died. I wish the young lady would have seen the signs before all of this. But see, here's the thing. When you in domestic violence relationship and possessiveness and controlness, it's hard to get out those relationships. It's hard to get out. It really is. I literally had to leave my own city to get out of mine. You hear me? And I never even got abused physically. Only thing I did was almost got killed. I almost got killed twice by two different dudes, being possessive, loving, controlling, right? But I've always been the aggressor in all my relationships when I was younger. Busting windows, flattening tires. But you got to understand mental illness and addiction. I was so lost and popping pills and getting drunk and getting money. I ain't care about nothing. When you under the addiction and you being under control and possessiveness, you don't see the other side. Only thing you see is red. That's all you see is red. This young lady probably been trying to get out and didn't even have a way to get out or knew how to get out. I literally had to leave where I was from to get away from mine and survive that. And that situation is what changed my life for the better. I don't want no fast money. I don't want no dope boy. I don't want nobody selling weed. I don't even want my dude selling cologne or perfume. And you got to have a job or have a business. I don't want nothing that requires selling. You hear me? I'm good. I don't want it. I don't want nothing that come with that life. It's nothing but pain. And these women, right? That's why, y'all, I'm telling you, if I ever get in a good situation, if I ever get in a good financial situation, I swear I want to help so many women. So many women. These women be sex trafficked. These women be coming off addiction. These women be coming from human trafficking. And they have no way out. They have no way out. They have no resources. These girls is grown women and young teenagers, young adults. They don't know how to read, write, fill out applications. They don't know how to apply to better themselves. We need more things put in place for these women to get help. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just not enough help for them. And then now nobody is fending for the black women. Nobody is fending for us anymore. It's like, so now people wonder, like, okay, why black women? Why y'all so aggressive now? Why y'all this and that? It's like nobody is protecting us and standing up for us. These men is letting a lot of chaos happen to a lot of these women in the streets because we come from a time where it ain't my business. I ain't gonna say nothing. In certain cases, that may be the case. That may be the case. But as we sit up and we keep watching these tragedies unfold from these artists to real life situations in front of us, and we still seem to not be able to make it out. That young lady, I'm quite sure everybody around that young lady who knew she was with him did not like him. They did not like him. Like, they probably been telling her, get away from him. Why you with him? But these dudes will stalk you when you don't have nowhere to go. You dependent on them. That girl, we don't know what that young lady did for a living. Was he taking care of her? Was he living with her? What kind of stock and background did this young lady come from, which made him feel like, I'm going to take your life. You belong to me. He made a decision as if he was God. That's the part that tripped me out with Jay Stash. Like, he made a decision as if he was God. I'm going to take your life and I'm going to take mine. We already know what was destined for that and was about, you know what I'm saying, in the afterlife. What could make a person really do that, y'all? So I'm just tripping about it. So I just wanted to talk to y'all, man. I'm laying down in the bed, but I had to talk my stuff because it's like every time we look up, it's not even a full week It's not even a full week of the new year. And look at what's going on already. Look at this. Not even including wherever you live at, your local city or state, what's going on in your city or state locally, and then what's going on the higher realm, as far as with these celebrities and in the entertainment world. It's sad, y'all. It's sad. And that's why I live a life of not being on social media. I don't care about the media, man. Only thing I care about really is giving back to the people, trying to spit knowledge and bettering myself and worried about my family, my kids and all that. I ain't got time to be on that social media stuff. It's nothing there for me. I could go without it. I think a lot of people need to learn to go without it because social media has caused a lot of riffraff in relationships. It has. Was they arguing over a social media post? Because I find it weird that Trippie Redd and his girlfriend run straight to Instagram Live right after all of this happened. Like, it just was weird. So I was like, I wonder if something happened. I wonder if something happened where they probably getting high or getting drunk or something, and a small argument happened or over social media, or was it just a drug chemical reaction and he just flipped out or snapped? Because certain drugs will have you hallucinating. You know, certain drugs, look at Lil Wayne, man, that's another story. But these drugs will have you hallucinating. I used to hop out to stop DV, not no more, because too much that come with relationship, we hurting each other. Yes, absolutely. And that is true, because that's the case. Because look, man, in my era where I come from, I don't know if y'all was where I'm come from, man, you used to throw hands. It was about hands. It was about hands. Now it ain't no fight no more. You better not think you about to run up on one of these little niggas out here and play tough. It ain't gonna end well for you. Better not be running into these traps thinking you about to be saving everybody, end up getting your own life took. You got to be very vigilant and cautious when you do step up and help situation. I think that's when intuition come in, just as a human being, as an intuition. You know when to step in and step out. I've been around situations where I didn't even step in at all. Like, nah, this is what y'all do. Man, some people love toxic shit. I'm telling you, I knew a lot of toxic couples. I'm not about to get in the middle of that shit and y'all gonna end up right back together in the same bed and y'all pistol whipping each other and fighting every other day and all that. I'm not getting in them situations. Certain situations you better not get into, but that's why it boils down to you using your intuition when you know when to step up and when to fall back. Because you can't. It's now nobody is throwing hands no more. Nobody is throwing hands. Females ain't even fighting no more. They got guns and knives and stuff. I know I do, and I know a lot of other women out here do. But nobody is playing fair anymore. And especially when you supposed to be in love with somebody who's supposed to protect you. What's up, P? Why my brother girl mad because he want his dreads fixed crazy? What you say? He want his dreads fixed. What you say? Why is she tripping? Why is she tripping about the dreads? Man, y'all is so crazy. But it's like, yeah, so it's like, yeah, we don't know these people. That people be having guns on them and everything, y'all. And you could just, in the blink of an eye, lose your life. I think people is just so... And then it's like this, y'all, like with the COVID, it's like the COVID fear and then the blood shit. Man, like which way do people, how can people overcome the way that they think when every time we look up, we surrounded by a whole bunch of chaos and drama every day? That's why that's why I don't do social media. I don't know, crazy. Why my brother girl mad because he want his dreads fixed? Oh yeah, okay, I get it. Yeah, it is crazy. It is crazy. And it's like, and then people tell me like, man, it's something about you. Like you just different. You just glow or something. What do you do? Man, I meditate and stay the hell off of social media. And I do a lot of prayer. That's about it. I take care of my health. I don't do nothing different from the ordinary. I just don't do social media. My pipeline is everything. Pipeline get more of my attention than anything. I don't do Twitter. I don't have a Twitter account, Instagram. I don't do Facebook, social media, none of that. But my business is ran on the internet, but I don't do no social media. I'm not checking for no likes, no follows. I think sometimes it causes depression. I do. I think social media causes depression. And I think social media is one of the big causes behind gun violence and also suicide. People is really threw off with them not getting likes and comments and views. It's like people can't live with not getting so many likes like the next person, or why this person got more followers than me. It's like people really let likes and follows control their real life. Like, and it is sad to me. Like, for real, like social media has that much control over people's lives where they'd rather kill themselves or go out and or fall into a depression because they can't keep up with their friends and their family members. Your life ain't meant to be like their life. Why do you want to do what they doing anyways? Why? Set your own trend. Be proud with who you are. Whether if you got 3 likes or 1 like, who cares? Long as you happy, you living your truth. You living. You breathe. Like, I think that's just the thing for me. People grew up on BS, so that's all they know is BS. So mental tactics, gaslighting is gaslighting. So many people is getting gaslighted to crash with no support. And that's the part, because here's the thing. We see all of this stuff. Like, if you a parent, you can see the transition in your kid. You see it every day. Seasons change, years change. You see the transition. So why y'all don't see the transition in your relationships when we land up with these enemies, the devil, we land up with these just random people. Like, come on, we got to value ourselves better. And I'm not just going to say y'all, I say we, because I talk as a collective. I'm not never singling nobody out. I'm saying we as a whole, as a collective, we all have to do better. Because I believe a lot of spirits lie in your bed too. With all this sex going on and stuff, yo, I pray over my bed. I do. I'm not with all of that. I'm not. You don't know when you have sex, like we talk about. I talk about the transference of energy. Transference of energy. When you have sex with a person, right? The transference of energy. You have to be careful, because you don't know what these people was into, and that energy jump off into you, especially when it comes to semen. And that's another conversation. I'm gonna do another video on transferring of energy, because that's a deep one, but it's good. You gotta be careful just who you landing up with, first of all, just for your health. And then second of all, mental. You can't have some good DICK and think these chicks ain't gonna be crazy if you giving it to them good. These chicks will turn into killers and stalkers over some good DICK, and you making them CUM more than what they ever experienced in their life. That would drive a person crazy. Same thing as women, right? We can have good SEX, have great SEX. Make a man feel better than what he probably ever felt all his life. Certain women where make a man keep coming back, because it's the best. It's good. It's good. This person right here is great. I don't want to let them go. So will we hold on to toxic tendencies and toxic people for a feeling, just to feel good? Would we rather put up with it just to feel good? Because if you really look at it, a lot of these domestic violence situations, a lot of these murders, these murder suicides and stuff, it either come from jealousy or somebody cheating on the other one, or a sexual relationship, or these people be bringing a third party into their bedroom, and then somebody end up sneaking off, having an affair with the other one without the other one. That creates chaos. I'm just saying, y'all, on the pipeline, y'all, if y'all in here, hit the like button, because y'all know how I be talking. Y'all know where we going with it. Because what happened with Jay Stash, y'all, is very, very sad, regardless of, his reputation, regardless of the young lady, her situation. They both was young, and both of them is no longer here anymore. These kids grow up without a mother. I don't know if he has kids. His kids have to grow up without a father. They mothers have to grow up without any children. So this situation is a situation that I wanted to talk about, for all of us just to look for the signs a little bit better. Pay attention to the clues. Pay attention to the possessiveness and the controlliveness. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to a person always want to buy you to death. That's a sign, because that's how I always got caught up. Let niggas buy me. I'm going to buy you this, buy you that. Both of my relationship, I'm going to buy you this, buy you that, buy you this, buy that. Like, oh, no, I'm going to do something for you. No, I keep your money. They ain't never want me to spend my money. I was so naive then. See, if I knew then what I know now, oh, my God. Oh, my God. They'll buy you. Don't let people buy you to death, because when a person buy you to death, that's a sense of control. And what's about to come with that, you ain't even ready. You ain't even prepared for what's about to come. You not prepared for what a person motives is with you, or what their intentions is with you. Be careful with that. Don't take everything. Everything is not meant to be took. That's that saying, all money ain't good money. It absolutely ain't. It absolutely ain't. So I live my life preaching this ghetto gospel because I know what's on that other side, and life is precious, and I need everybody to just value life, regardless of what circumstances you in. You breathing and you ain't dead. If you ain't where you want to be, you got to come up with a plan to get to where you want to be. But that don't mean you got to settle and deal with these toxic ass people and these petty ass parties to end up like Jay Stash and old girl. We got to prevent that, y'all. Thank y'all for coming into the live, baby. Pipeline going ham, y'all. I got to get up out of here. Subscribe to the channel for me. Email me, pipelinenews2020@gmail.com for any promo. And also, email me that girl name you just told me about. What was that girl name? Right before I snap or lose it, I think about what the judge gonna say. Then I relax, period. Y'all think about them jail cells. That y'all think about them holes in the ground, because that's the only thing that's promised when you live in that life. Okay, here I come, baby. You want to say hi to the pipeline? Come on. You okay, y'all. I'm out of here. Till next time.